Hello, friends and artists. Mrs. Gordon here. Um, so happy to see you again, first grade artists. Today, we are going to continue adding lines to the art that you made last week. So we will need your art from last week and lots of colors of different kinds of crayons. Now, you just saw a recording of a book called Lines that Wiggle. And I hope you paid attention to all the different kinds of lines that you saw, because we're going to be adding some lines to our art from last week where the dot went on a walk and made all kinds of lines. So I'm going to zoom in on my paper here a little bit, and I'm going to just start drawing some lines. I'm going to try to draw lines in the space between the other lines. So one line that I love and I see a lot in nature is a spider web line. So I'm just going to draw some lines that cross. Almost looks like a star. That would be a great start by itself. And then I'm going to add some curved lines, like the spider is connecting from one spot to another. Now, you can try the lines that I'm trying, but you can also try to make your own kinds of lines. You can think back in the book about what was interesting to you. If there's a kind of line you really like, you can pause the video and make it, or if you just want to get super creative, you can do that too. So I've added a spider web line to this section of my art. So let me think of some other lines that I could use. Well, I could use some of the lines that I did already, like I have the zigzag line right here, and I could add zigzags, and I could repeat zigzags over and over again, and I could make them little or big, and I could make zigzag lines over and over again. Maybe I want to do like rainbow lines, like a curved line to make a rainbow. And I could change colors or not change colors depending on your mood. So I'm trying to find a section that has some space, and I'm drawing some lines in that section. So there are some curved lines. Let me turn on my light here and see if I can make it easier for you guys to see. Okay, maybe not. All right. One of the things that I saw in the video where they had these spider web lines with the spiders or the bugs kind of coming down, and they were kind of wavy and crossing. I remember seeing that. So I could try that. I like how they kind of crossed. And you can do other lines that cross too. Like you can make some vertical lines, and then you could use the same color or another color and have those lines cross and make a checkerboard pattern. That's kind of fun. You could, oh, these are a great line for this time of year. It's like the stitches line. Like if you dress up as something that needed stitches, you can make a wavy line or a curved line like a football, and then you can make little dashed lines across it, and it looks like stitches. That's a fun one. One that I really like doing sometimes is a basket weave pattern, and you can repeat vertical lines and then horizontal lines, and you alternate, and it looks like a basket, a woven basket. So you can do all different kinds of lines. The one line I'd like for you to stay away from this week is a scribble line. Scribble lines have their time and place, believe it or not, but we're trying to be very thoughtful about the lines that we're making. So let's see. I could make zigzag lines that come down and look like lightning. bigger and then little. Probably should have done yellow for that. That would have been fun. Ooh, one of my favorite kinds of lines, and we did not practice this this week, but that's the spiral line. So I could make some spiral lines. That's going out and then going in. That's a spiral line. Out to in, or you could do in to out. Maybe down here I'll do in to out. So you pick a good color for down here. Let's do yellow. In to out. In to out. Out to in. In to out. Out to in. Out to in. You can even add some spirals on to what you've done. It's kind of a fun one. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going, keep adding lines to my art. You just might decide to make some vertical lines, or maybe you want to make some horizontal lines. You could do any kind of lines you want. Maybe you want horizontal lines that are really close together and then get farther and farther apart. Just going to connect these to the edge here, because you do want to try to have your lines be connected. So I just have a few sections left. I want you to keep, oh, I know another great line that I can make. I can make curved lines of different ways, and I could add a dotted line on top of it, and it kind of looks like a necklace. So dots or circles on top of my curved line. Oh, this is a fun one too. You can do curved lines, and then if you add little zigzags to them, it looks like a banner. This one's not so dark on this one. You can kind of see it there. Like those banners that we hang up sometimes. Or I could do wavy lines. And repeat the wavy lines. I could do, oh, this is a favorite one of mine. I'm going to come up and do it in this space right here. So I'm going to start off with a letter Y. And then at the end of my Y, I'm going to turn those into Ys. And you'll see I start to get like a tree. So just by turning all of these into Ys, I can make a line that looks like a tree. You can vary your lines by making thick lines and thin lines. So maybe I want to make thick vertical lines, and maybe I want to cross them with thin lines. The point here is we're trying to make lots of different kinds of lines and with lots of different colors. So let's see. Have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little spaces left. Let's see what I can do. Ooh, maybe I can do more dashed lines down. If you kind of lose track and you don't have something you can do, you can always make some new ones. Ooh, I think I'm going to do a curved zigzag line over here. So let's create it. Oh, you can also combine some lines. So like if you wanted to do zigzag, bumpy, zigzag, bumpy, zigzag, bumpy, you could do that. Bumpy, zigzag, bumpy, zigzag, bumpy. The point is just to get creative, try to make some new kinds of lines, and have fun while you're making your art. Friends and artists, I am so excited to see what you come up with and what kind of lines you use, and maybe if there were any that were inspired by lines that wiggle. And I just cannot wait to see your art. This line looks like raining. I'm going to keep going, and I hope you do too. You have a great day, friends. It was good to see you.